This guy is known as Hank the Tank, and the poor residents of Lake Tahoe have been terrorized by him. He's a 500-pound bear. He has become a nuisance for residents in South Lake Tahoe, California, after breaking into more than 24 homes. The black bear rummaged for food, leaving a destructive trail. So far, hazing the bear with paintballs, beanbags, sirens, and tasers hasn't worked, and Hank has come around again and again searching for humans and their food. He has broken into 28 homes in the Tahoe area since last July. Local residents have filed over 100 police reports. Oh my God, this is great. I'm going to continue on the next one because this one's already over. Okay, so Hank the Tank has broken into over 28 homes in the Tahoe area. A spokesman for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife said, "It's easier to find leftover pizza than to go in the forest. This is a bear that has lost all fear of people. It's a potentially dangerous situation." I didn't even know bears were afraid of people. I mean, it's a bear. Like, why would it be afraid of you? An average black bear weighs between 100 to 300 pounds, and Hank's larger size can be attributed to his liking for human garbage, not berries. His latest stunt is he broke into a home through a small window. That must be a pretty good sized window. I mean, this is a 500-pound black bear, obviously. The police banged on the exteriors of the home until Hank came out the back door. And the officers, quote, are trained to use deterrents such as loud sirens, dry firing their tasers, and beanbag rounds to remind bears that it's not very nice to break people's property. I hope the cops don't mistake their tasers for anything else. That would suck. If that, happened. So what's going to happen to him? The Bear League, a non-profit wildlife rescue group, is campaigning against Hank getting euthanized. Instead, they want him taken to a sanctuary. It's extremely frustrating to imagine with these other options to save his life that the threat is always looming over he could be killed. This is the executive director of the Bear League. We can't sit back and just accept that. It's not tolerable, To kill him is going to send a message to the public that the Department of Wildlife doesn't think his life is worth anything, that he's just a nuisance. He's a pest. The Department of Wildlife had set traps to catch the bear, but those were removed after public outcry. And how he will be taken off the city streets is unclear. I mean, he doesn't, besides a nuisance and, I guess, him breaking into people's homes, he hasn't attacked anyone, and he just kind of wanders off into the woods. I watched a video from Philip DeFranco today where they said, he isn't even hibernating now because he ate too much or something. I don't know. South Lake Tahoe police are and have been inundated with calls about Hank the Tank. And they are now asking people to stop calling with opinions about Hank the Tank. The 500-pound bear has terrorized South Lake Tahoe police, and they have been inundated with phone calls calling for them to save the beast from being euthanized. The infamous Tahoe bear has garnered national coverage over the past few days, which is great because I don't think anybody will want this gentle giant to be put down. The South Lake Tahoe police have recently said, we knew this post would gain traction, but we never expected this kind of literal global response. And then a Facebook post showing a break-in and his footprint, which Looks like Bigfoot, if I'm being honest. Edit 2/23/2022. Please stop calling SLTPD dispatch to voice your opinion about Hank. They're being inundated with aggressive callers. Good job. Taking away from their ability to handle actual emergency calls. Hank the Tank, our big friend, Bear, who has adopted the Tahoe Keys neighborhood as his residential area, is trying harder and harder to prove to the Keys HOA that they need to allow bear boxes. On Catalina Drive this morning, Officers blah, 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 and blah, 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 responded to a report of Hank inside a house. They banged on the exterior of the home until he popped out a back door. Then they stayed in the area to ensure he continued on his way without damaging any other homes. The bear did not break into a garage where trash was kept that he was sniffing out. He broke into a secured home through the small window in the photo and somehow squeezed inside. When needed, their officers are trained to use deterrents such as loud sirens, dry firing their tasers, and beanbag rounds to remind bears that it's not very nice to break people's property. We want them to go back to their homes in the force. Edit for Tahoe Keys residents. To apply for a bear box, call the HOA front desk. Apply for a bear box for a fee. An architectural control group will help you meet the site placement requirements and get a bear box installed. What's a bear box do? Next video. Woo! Okay, so on ending, apparently the South Lake Tahoe, California people are saying, well, the main thing you can do to fight Hank the Tank from breaking into your trash can is to get one of these. It is called a bear box. Apparently it is for your trash and maybe other outside storage. But, I mean, one problem is he's breaking into homes, not like, yes, he's going through garbage cans. But I looked up the cost of, a simple one. So I'm, on their website right now, and, they list all their products and whatnot. But, you literally have to, request a quote. They're not even willing to tell you the price.